The F just said something shocking, and people who own XRP should pay attention. This isn't just a guess, the rules of global finance are changing quickly, and XRP is right in the middle of it. The International Monetary Fund has been pushing for stricter rules on digital assets. Their most recent news marks a change that could have a big effect on the future of XRP. A lot of people have thought for a long time that XRP will be an important part of the new financial system. The IMF's attitude could either make it easier for a lot of people to use XRP or make it harder for people to use it. The question is whether these changes are good or bad for people who own XRP. If the IMF starts to accept and use digital assets, XRP could become one of the world's most valuable coins. But if regulators put a lot of limits on it, some institutions might not want to use it, which would make the market less stable. The next few months could be very important, and people who are ready will have the best chance of doing well. What did the IMF really say, and what does that mean for the future of XRP? Let's take it all apart. The latest news from the IMF is not just empty words. It shows a big change in how banks around the world see digital assets. IMF officials have recently talked about how cryptocurrencies are becoming more important in international banking, especially when it comes to transactions that take place across borders. This is where XRP really shines. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are mostly seen as investments. XRP, on the other hand, was created to be used in the real world and speed up, lower the cost, and improve the efficiency of foreign payments. But there's a catch. It's not that the IMF is open to digital assets right away. They are asking for stricter rules, more monitoring, and a framework that makes sure digital currency is controlled. This could mean that even though XRP is being praised for its usefulness, it may have to follow tighter rules. Ripple has been working with banks and regulators for a long time. However, if the IMF pushes for global rules that slow or stop the uptake of crypto, it could cause problems in the short term. But there's also another option. If rules were more clear, the market would be less uncertain, which would lead more institutions to invest in XRP. Because regulations aren't clear, many banks and other financial companies have been hesitant to use digital assets. A standard framework that makes the use of digital assets legal and supports it could lead to huge adoption of XRP around the world. Because of this, people who own XRP should pay close attention to what's going on because the choices being made now could affect the price and use of XRP for years to come. Let's talk about what this change in the rules might mean for people who own XRP. There are two very different ways that the IMF's push for global crypto rules could go. If rules are too strict, it might take longer for people to start using XRP. If following the rules gets too hard or expensive, banks and other financial companies might not want to add XRP to their systems. This could cause a short-term drop in demand and price changes, which would make buyers nervous. If, on the other hand, the rules make things clear and give people legal security, it could be a huge win for XRP. A lack of clear rules about digital assets has always been one of the biggest worries for institutions. It could be very easy for XRP to become popular if the IMF and other global regulators set up a structured system that allows digital currencies to be used for cross-border payments. It would be safer for more banks and other financial companies to use XRP, which could make it more useful and raise its value over time. It is important to know that rules and regulations don't always hurt XRP. In fact, Ripple has always worked closely with states and central banks around the world to make rules more clear. XRP was made to work with the banking system, while other cryptocurrencies try to work outside of it. This makes XRP stand out from other coins. It might be the link between regular banks and online money transfers. But until these rules are approved, there will be uncertainty, and people who own XRP should be ready for the price to go up and down in the coming months. What should people who own XRP do now? Keeping up with news is the most important thing. Because the IMF is involved in regulating digital assets, big changes are on the way. People who are aware of these changes will be able to make the best choices. Pay close attention to what the IMF, Ripple, and other big financial groups say. Any changes to the way regulations work could affect how widely XRP is used and how its price moves. Institutional adoption is another important thing to keep an eye on. If more financial networks and central banks start to use XRP, that could be a strong sign that the IMF's rules are making it possible for most people to use it. Keep an eye out for partnerships, pilot programs, and other signs that big banks are getting ready to use XRP for activities that happen across borders. These things will show us where the market is going, but be ready for instability at the same time. Short-term price changes can be caused by changes in regulations, and the market's confusion often causes prices to go up and down quickly. You might be able to get more XRP now if you're a long-term user before a lot of people start using it. But if you're dealing for a short time, you should keep your risk under control and not let sudden price changes make you act rashly. In the end, XRP's future is being made right now. The statement by the IMF shows that crypto is no longer being ignored by the world's top financial leaders. XRP is still one of the best options for foreign payments, but how important it is will depend on how the IMF's rules play out. The next few months could be very important, and people who own XRP need to be ready for what comes next. The next few months will be very important for XRP and its owners. XRP is at a fork in the road as the IMF and other global financial institutions work to shape the future of rules for digital assets. If the rules encourage new ideas and make the law clear, XRP's use could go through the roof, which would drive up its price to all-time highs. But if the rules are too strict, growth might be slowed down for a while, which could make the market less stable. It's important to remember that Ripple has been getting ready for this moment for years. Ripple has been working with banks, governments, and financial officials around the world, unlike some other crypto projects that try to avoid being regulated. This makes XRP the only cryptocurrency that can really gain once global rules are set. Blockchain-based options for cross-border payments are on the rise, and XRP is one of the top contenders to lead the way. What does this mean for people who own XRP? They need to be patient and aware. Even though the market may go up and down, XRP still has a lot of potential in the long run. This isn't just about how prices change in the short term. It's about what XRP will do for the future of money around the world. The fact that digital assets are recognized by the IMF shows that our financial system is becoming more digital. Because of this, XRP is set to be a big player in that change. Right now, the best thing you can do is stay up to date, keep an eye out for institutional adoption, and get ready for the next part of XRP's trip. In the end, people who own XRP are seeing a major change in the world's banking system. Cryptocurrencies are no longer just a side issue because the IMF is getting more involved in regulating them. They will be very important to the business in the future. It is possible for XRP to play a major role in this change thanks to its fast and cheap cross-border payment features. The road ahead, though, will rest on how regular you are.